Hello, everyone. This is the Unit 2 test, Read Aloud. So what I'm going to do is read every question, 1 through 16. And what you can do is you can pause, rewind if you need me to reread the question. Just kind of use the video to your discretion and follow along with me to help you understand what the question is asking. All right, number 1. Which graph represents a proportional relationship? A, B, C, or D? Number 2, the graph shows the cost C in dollars of W pounds of blueberries, a proportional relationship. Select two true statements. Hint, create a table. A, one pound of blueberries costs $2.75. B, 2.75 pounds of blueberries cost $1. C, 5 pounds of blueberries cost $15.50. D, 12 pounds of blueberries cost $33. E, the 0.39 on the graph of the proportional relationship. Number 3, Andre rode his bike at a constant speed. He rode 1 mile in 5 minutes. Which of these equations represents the amount of time in minutes that it takes him to ride a distance of d miles? Number 4. The two lines represent the amount of water over time in two tanks that are the same size. Which container is likely to fill more quickly? A, line A, because the line is steeper than line B. B, line B, because the line is not as steep as line A. The table shows the weight of apples at a grocery store. Complete the table so that there is a proportional relationship between the number of apples and their weight. This table corresponds to numbers 5 and 6. Number 5, for 2 apples, what is the weight in kilograms? And number 6, for 12 apples, what is the weight in kilograms? Number 7, determine which equation does not represent a proportional relationship. A recipe for salad dressing calls for 3 tablespoons of oil for every 2 tablespoons of vinegar. The line represents the relationship between the amount of oil and the amount of vinegar needed to make salad dressing according to this recipe. The point 1, 1.5 is on the line. Number 8, write an equation that represents the relationship. Hint, y equals kx. And number 9, What does 1 comma 1.5 represent? A, 1.5 tablespoons of oil for every 1 tablespoon of vinegar. B, 1 tablespoon of oil for every 1.5 tablespoons of vinegar. C, there is a relationship between oil and vinegar. D, there is no relationship between oil and vinegar. Timothy's earnings vary directly with the number of hours he works. He worked 40 hours and earned $660. Number 10, which equation represents the relationship between the number of hours Timothy works, X, and his earnings, Y? A, Y equals 1150X. B, Y equals 1650X. C, Y equals 40X. D, Y equals 66X. A grocery store sells 3 pounds of grapes for $3.45. Assuming the price per pound remains proportional, how much would 8 pounds cost? And that was number 11. Number 12. Jal and Chloe's coach recorded their average running times in a graph. Based on the information in the graph, which statement is true? A, both girls ran at the same speed because they started at 0, 0. B, Jai ran at a faster speed because her unit rate was 300 meters per minute. C, Chloe ran at a faster speed because her unit rate was 400 meters per unit. D, since there are 2 separate lines, it is not possible to calculate a unit rate and compare the 2 speeds. So this part is for the rest of the test for questions 13, 14, 15, and 16. 4 students recorded information about their bicycle trips in different ways. Jennifer recorded that she rode 27 miles in 2 hours. Carrie used a table to record how far and how much time she rode her bicycle. David used the equation D equals 15.5h, where D is the total distance in miles and H is the number of hours to show how far and how much time he rode his bicycle. Mario used a graph to show how far and how much time he rode his bicycle. Determine the unit rate in miles per hour of each student's average speed. So for number 13, you're going to find Jennifer's unit rate. Number 14, you're going to find Carrie's unit rate. Number 15, you're going to find David's unit rate. And 16, you're going to find Mario's unit rate.